Hi guys, my name is Lacey Redway. I'm here with Allure and I want to walk you guys through some of my favorite hair looks that I've done with Priyanka Chopra. So this was our late night Watch What Happens Live hair. I wanted to have a little bit more fun with her hair and do a texture that we normally don't do. I just curled her hair in really small sections and then brushed it out to just kind of make it look a little bit more messier. So if you're gonna try this at home, you actually don't necessarily need a hot tool. You can prep your hair overnight by braiding your hair, take it out of the braid, and it'll kind of give that kind of like 70s messy feel to the hair. This was at Jimmy Fallon, and I knew that she was gonna do a skit with him where she puts paint all over her face and his face. So I wanted to make sure that it didn't get completely all over her hair. So I did this top knot that just kind of had a little bit of volume, looks good with the outfit, but also just very practical. It's just something quick that you can do. Bring a hair tie in your bag and just gather the top section of it, put your hair into this bun. So this was such a fun look because I wanted to do a braid so bad and she finally let me do a braid. Also, I added hair extensions into her hair. I recommend human hair as opposed to synthetic hair because you are not able to curl synthetic hair. And with human hair, if you get really good quality ones, you can reuse them time and time again. When I do these kind of braid looks, I generally like it to feel a little bit more loose, effortless, a little bit kind of bohemian. I left little pieces coming out the front of her hair. I used my hands to kind of loosen the braid just to kind of make it feel a little bit more worn in. It had a little bit of frizz, which I didn't mind. Feels a little bit cooler to me. I already had her hair texturized from earlier in the day. I played off using the texture, but then gathered her hair into a bun and just quickly did that. If you're starting from scratch, you definitely want to prep your hair with some sort of product that has a little bit of grip. I probably sectioned the ponytail in half and wrapped each section going a different direction. So it's literally like one of those 5-minute hairstyles. For this look, we just wanted to keep it really simple. It looks like her hair is kind of bouncing as she walks. And the way that happens is by not putting too much product in the hair. If you're gonna use hairspray, you wanna use something that's kind of has a fine mist and something that you're able to brush through the hair. This is my all-time favorite red carpet moment. This was at the Oscars and I just really wanted this super sleek hair. A great tip for like perfectly flat iron hair that like no hair is out of place, prep the hair with product before blow drying. If you notice her part is like really perfect, is because I parted it while her hair was wet. After blow drying, I took a flat iron and on each section, I sprayed a finely mist hairspray so that it really smooths out the cuticles as I go down. So this was right after the Oscars. I wanted to make it a little bit more lived in as opposed to how it was so perfectly straight at the Oscars. There's this one product that I do like to use to help give texture, Bedhead Superstar Queen for a Day. That is technically a volumizer, but I use it as a texturizer because it gives me great texture in the hair. And then I rough dried her hair and it just kind of gives me a piecey finish. So this hairstyle was at the CFDA Awards. Priyanka was attending with Michael Kors and the neckline was kind of plunging and that's why I wanted to sweep the hair off of her shoulder or off of her face. So I just wanted to just complement the outfit as opposed to fighting with it. So it's essentially a bun in the back of her hair, but it was just an updated one. So a tip that I like to use for flyaways, I like to use a makeup blush brush, you guys. And I spray a little bit of hairspray on the blush brush, and then I put it over the top of the hair. This was a Baywatch premiere that happened in Miami. It actually happened like on the beach. So I decided to pull her hair up in a ponytail to make sure that her hair still looked good throughout her interviews and throughout the night, and to also combat the humidity of being in Miami. I don't know, I felt like the dress was a little 70s, so I just kind of wanted to incorporate something that felt a little 70s, so I gave a little bit of like bump without giving it like a bump it effect. I used a rat tail comb once I secured the ponytail and just kind of lift that section just to give a little bit of height. So this was one of my favorite hairstyles that I've done on Priyanka. Braids have been like part of the foundation of who I am, and there's always some sort of braid element that comes up in my work. And I was able to marriage like really cool girl texture with the braids. It felt like her hair was like half shaven on the side, so the braid kind of helped give me that effect. The easy way to introduce yourself to braids is to just have some braids on the side like this. You don't have to have braids all over your head. You can just have 1 or 2 braids to just help spice up your regular everyday hairstyle. I always like to know, what is my talent wearing? Where are they going? What is the neckline, the silhouette of the dress? I knew that it was a kind of like a tube style dress, so we just kept our hair down easy and light. The way I achieved this wave was taking like a 1.5 barrel iron, and then I alternate each section as I work my way around the head. Generally, hair that speaks to me is just kind of an effortless hair. I don't really like to see product on hair, so I enjoy hair that feels very fluid and loose and free. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot. See you next time.